Hey guys, welcome back. Although I feel like I should be saying welcome back to myself because it feels like it's been a while. I was severely ill last weekend, did not vlog at all, but we are back. I'm feeling great. I woke up at, guess what time? 3 a.m. okay? My creative juices were flowing. The wheels were turning. I could not shut my brain off. Laid there until like 3:30. I was like, just get up, just do it, just get up. So I got up, made a TikTok, worked out, and now we're here. It's 2 o'clock and it feels like 7 p.m. to me because I've been up forever. I was so productive this morning because not only did I film a TikTok, I also got to edit the TikTok. I also edited some YouTube stuff. By the time I sat down at my desk at 9 a.m., I was like, you've had a whole day already. It was just phenomenal, amazing. Maybe I'll start doing that more often. Maybe not 3, but 4:30. I have just been on another level of happiness because being sick last week, I was bedridden for like 4 days. I did not leave my apartment. I just wanted to do everything to make myself feel better. I was drinking tea all day, all night, going to bed at like 8 p.m., sleeping 10 hours a night. I made panic appointments at the doctor's because I thought something was wrong with my heart, but nothing's wrong. Everything's good. And I'm just so grateful for my health. I feel like I'm always mentioning this on my channel, but like every time I do a workout, like I legitimately like try to just appreciate my body and my health. For instance, when I was sick, like all I could think about was how I was sick. And I was just like, what does it feel like to feel normal? Like you forget what it feels like and you don't realize how much you take feeling normal for granted. And then you just feel like you're never gonna feel better again. 2024 is going to be the year that I just wear the crap out of my clothes. I feel a sense of accomplishment whenever I have like a hole in a piece of clothing because I'm like, wow, you like love that piece of clothing. So I wore this sweatshirt in my last vlog and I'm wearing it again now because it's the best, most coziest thing ever. Oh my God. Anyways, tomorrow I'm going to SoulCycle and then Saturday I'm going to Rumble training with one of my friends. So it should be fun, it should be great. That's all the updates I have. I had one meeting today. It's been fairly quiet. Earlier this week it was a little busy, but now it's a little quieter today. But every time I say that, I always jinx it because then all the Slack messages come my way. Oh, let me show you something actually. No, I still have to put my Christmas tree away. I'm just dreading having to do that because I'm gonna have to shove that thing under my bed. It's gonna be a nightmare, I can already tell. And I'm just like, do I leave this up until April when I move? Because I'm not staying here. I'm not. That's why I was up at 3 a.m. because my neighbors. Anyways, I wanted to share with you all. I've always complained about my under eye bags. They're very apparent right now. You can see them. I can't hide them. I have used this peptide eye serum by The Ordinary for what? I guess like a month, 2 months, 3 months maybe. I feel like I've noticed a small reduction in my eye bags, but I'm just like, I don't know, because this is like fat in my eye and there's just like no way that this is curing that, you know? Like I would have to get these surgically removed if I wanted to see a permanent change. Maybe it's in my head. Maybe this is doing just the slightest bit of something, but I did make a TikTok about these asking the general population what their thoughts were on them. And a lot of people said they worked. A lot of people said they don't work. So I'm still undecided. People also said that The Ordinary caffeine drops also are good for under eyes, but I don't know. I was thinking about buying a second bottle of this and just like seeing if I really do notice a difference, but sometimes I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, what looks different about me? Like, I don't know, I feel like something looks different about me lately, but I can't put my finger on it. And then I was like, maybe that's what it is. Guys, I forgot to set an alarm for this morning. So I just woke up literally like 10 minutes ago. Rolled out of bed. I have a 7:30 SoulCycle class this morning, so I'm like rushing there. I can't believe I did that. I slept for 10 hours last night. I fell asleep at 9 p.m. It's insane. Now I'm sweating because I've been like walking so fast. I rolled over, checked my phone, it said 6:55. I was like, wait, what? Like, you need to go now. And then I just like chugged an espresso because I was like, you don't even have time for a full cup of coffee right now. Snowing. 2, Purely Elizabeth did a collaboration with Maman. This is a cookie granola latte. Obviously I had to run there because you guys know how much I love Purely Elizabeth. Such a cute cup. First taste. I really like it because it's like a subtle cookie flavor. It's not overpowering at all. It's many hours later. I went to go get my eyebrows threaded. Even in the snow, I was like, you have to get these done. It's been forever. So while I was out, I stopped at Whole Foods only for this teriyaki sauce right here. This is my absolute favorite, the 365 brand. I'm making these ground chicken teriyaki bowls for dinner. I think I shared it in my last vlog. I'm just like addicted to them, but I also picked up a few other fun items. I got this Purely Elizabeth granola. It's a big Purely Elizabeth day here in this household. But I picked up this maple almond butter flavor. Pretty sure I've had this one before, but this was on sale, so I'm always going to try to pick that up whenever it goes on sale because full price, it's expensive and I'm just not gonna pay that. I'm also trying this new tea. I've never tried this brand before and I'm really into like these sleepy time teas. So this brand was on sale. It has chamomile, lavender, and valerian root. So I'm very excited to try that tonight. I got this little packet of Justin's vanilla almond butter. I love this. I didn't want to commit to a full jar of it, but I love eating this on top of bananas, but my bananas have definitely seen better days. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll buy these and eat them before they get brown, and other times they just sit here. And then I also got these Seymour chicken sausages, kale pesto flavor. I love just having these in my fridge or freezer, and these were on sale. I also got this turkey bacon, which I've been craving, so I picked this up and it was also on sale, which is really nice. And then I got some lemons. Lastly, I got this peanut butter. I want to make these like peanut butter balls that I used to always make. It's like oatmeal, peanut butter, obviously, and some honey. It's just a really good, healthy, fiber-filled snack. And that's it. I'm gonna cook dinner now, and I'll show you when it's finished. Having leftover sesame teriyaki sauce in my refrigerator. This is from Target. I just poured this in the pan and let it cook down a little bit, completely covered it. I always divide the ground turkey. This also has like the onions and the mushrooms in it. But I also just like to eat this different ways. Like I can put like barbecue sauce on this, even like ketchup. I know that's like kind of weird, but it's like similar to ground beef, you know? And there's so many different variations that I can do this. I can also mix this in with marinara sauce. So normally I always just like take half of it out and put it in a little container and let it cool, and then I'll have it in the fridge for the remaining few days. I'm just plating right here. I have a serving of jasmine rice. And then I'm going to put the teriyaki turkey on one side, like so. This honestly reminds me of like a HelloFresh meal or something. I don't know, it's just like really, really good with the sauteed onions and mushrooms. Then I put the cucumber salad on the opposite side, which just has soy sauce, toasted sesame oil. I'm spilling this all over the place. And rice vinegar. Normally I eat a whole cucumber because there's like no calories in it and it's super filling. I have a pretty large appetite, so I normally have to like eat a lot of greens and veggies to feel full. Or I try to anyway. Then I finish it off with some sesame seeds. If this thing wants to open. I love making this during the week. It's so simple and easy, although I did make a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. It's mostly like one pot. Good morning, happy Saturday. Still have not put this dang tree away, but I'll get around to it. Maybe I'll do that later today. It is 9:30. I'm heading to a Rumble training class with one of my friends who I met through TikTok. A couple months ago, I went to an event with Applegate and I met her there, and then we started following each other on TikTok, and she lives in my neighborhood, so we're going to this workout together. She also is like a really early riser and works out a lot, so we have that in common. Today we're gonna get brunch afterwards, so that should be nice. Other than that, I don't really have any plans today. I do want to come home and film a few TikToks and make sure I have like some drafts queued up for the next week or so. But that's pretty much it. Leo's actually sick, so I don't think I'm gonna see him this entire weekend. So that's it from me for now. Just wanted to say hello, good morning. I feel like I come on here and never really have much to say. I don't know. That is it. I have to head out now, and I'll take you guys along.
30 seconds. Might just be your fastest sprint of the day. Might just be your fastest sprint of your entire life. It is all up to you. Let's go.
Hey guys, I'm back home. Got this little free granola from Maman. I went to Maman 2 days in a row, but yeah, I just got brunch with Jocelyn after. We talked for like an hour, and then I came back home and I legitimately cannot understand that it's 4 o'clock right now. Like, what did I do? I just showered and I've been sitting on my couch, and where did all that time go? It's definitely like really hard to do anything when it's this cold out. I couldn't even be walking outside. So it's probably gonna make a mess because it's granola. Oh my god, it smells exactly like a chocolate chip cookie. Well, duh. It's literally chocolate chip cookie granola. It's delicious though. Oh. I picked this cute little heart candle up from the dollar section in Target. I'm realizing that I love anything heart-shaped or heart-themed. I don't know what it is, but every Saturday there's a car alarm going off outside my apartment, and it's been going off for like an hour now. So good morning. getting that fresh sunlight this morning to really help with the circadian rhythm. I wanted to update you guys. I just finished this book, The Family Upstairs. I decided I'm not a fan of this author. I have another book by her, Then She Was Gone. I don't enjoy the books that much because they all take place in London or like France, and obviously since I don't live there, it's like hard for me to envision like the landscape, I guess. I always gravitate towards books that take place in New York just because I can envision like the story in my head, and I don't know, it just like makes it more interesting to me. So I gave this a 3 on Goodreads. I'm just a stickler. Like, it wasn't unreadable, but I just like wasn't really that excited to pick the book up. And I just started this book called Things We Do in the Dark. I'm 1 chapter in and it's really good so far. I've heard good things, so hopefully that's good. Since it's Sunday, libraries aren't open, but they do have those external book drops. So I need to find one in my area that has one of the external book drops so I can drop this off today. I'm not working out today. I'm just gonna take today to like get little errands done, like dropping this off, maybe going to the grocery store, maybe cleaning my apartment, just relaxing and taking a slow day. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Just want to say good morning. I'm gonna hop in the shower now and get this day started. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I'm back on the aloe vera juice train. I'm having issues with my digestion, so I am back to taking a shot of this in the morning. I also find that this helps with my skin. Whenever I'm having like good digestion, my skin always is so much clearer. So I got this from Whole Foods. I only buy this brand, the Lily of the Desert. I bought the Whole Foods brand of aloe vera juice before and it didn't taste the same. It tasted like watered down. So I'm just gonna pour this up. Cheers. It's not pleasant, but not horrible. So hopefully this helps. Also, last night I watched this movie on Netflix called Society of the Snow. It was such a good movie. You guys have to watch it. It was based on a true story, which I always prefer to watch things that are based on true stories. Phenomenal. Just simply phenomenal. It was a long movie though. It was like 2.5 hours, I think. But so worth it. It had my full undivided attention. I feel like when I'm here by myself, it takes a lot for something to grab my attention. And that did. Sometimes when I'm watching TV or something, I'll be like scrolling on my phone and not paying attention, but not with that movie at all, which is so great. The Feels Like Degrees is 10 degrees, so I'm gonna throw on this really heavy chunky sweater from H&M. Okay. Cozy. I have these little winter boots that I'm also going to wear. I'm very excited to wear these. And then I'm so sick of wearing my puffer jacket, so I'm going to throw on this Zara jacket that I've had for a few years now. It honestly just keeps me very warm because it's like a very thick material. And hopefully I'm warm out there. I'm gonna go to the nearest library that has a drop-off. I'm also gonna go to Whole Foods because I wanna make buffalo chicken wraps. I thought of going out and just like buying one, but I kinda wanna make it myself. All gray tones today. Here's the final outfit. Let's go. the grocery store. Got some spinach. Yes, we're doing this in my refrigerator because let's switch it up for an angle. I got some tomatoes to make my soft-boiled egg, tomato, and avocado breakfast. These cocktail tomatoes from Target are incredible. I don't know how they do it, but they do it well. Got a huge cucumber. Look how big this thing is. I got a packet of Reese's. This is my favorite candy of all time. I actually prefer like the hearts or the eggs or the trees, like, you know, the holiday Reese's, but I have a TikTok idea, so I picked those up. I got some chicken because I'm making those buffalo chicken wraps, and I was able to get everything from Target. I got a red onion. I was so happy I didn't have to make like 2 stops at 2 different grocery stores. I got some romaine lettuce. I got these carb balance mission tortillas. These are whole wheat. They were the biggest in size, and I thought this was perfect for the wraps that I'm making. I also got these 2 salad kits. I like to eat these during the week when I'm working. This is just the Asian style one, and then I got this Thai chili mango one. I love this one. Well, I love both of them, but they're really good. They're on sale. And then I got some buffalo sauce for my wraps. Very excited about that. And last for the wraps, I got this coleslaw because I'm going to make my own coleslaw. I'm starting to make the buffalo chicken wraps. I have my diced up chicken here. I'm going to put this flour mixture on top of the chicken, drizzling the chicken with a little bit of olive oil so that it all coats evenly. I'll leave the details of all the measurements and seasonings of this mixture on the screen right here. I do not have an air fryer. That's what the recipe calls for. So I'm just going to put it on some parchment paper and put it in the oven. It seems very dry, but I'm just trusting the process. Does it take the same amount of time for an air fryer versus an oven? I hope so. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. This sweater is getting on my nerves. Next up, we're going to prepare the coleslaw for the wrap. Mayo. Whenever I have to cook and use a lot of utensils, I have to pull them down off of my refrigerator, and they all live in here, and I have to put them on the floor and dig through them. I gotta say, having a small kitchen with limited counter space really takes the joy out of cooking, I'll be honest. And also, if you don't have a boyfriend cleaning up after you as you go, it's tough. It's tough out here. I'm not going to measure out the salt and pepper in this because I'm a chef. Again, I'll leave on the screen the details for this. 1 tablespoon. Sure, that works for me. Sure. Okay, this is looking good actually. Just going to mix in this mayo that I made. The recipe calls for adding shredded cheese on here, but I'm not a huge cheese person, so I'm not doing that. Okay, the chicken's done. I'm just going to transfer it to a bowl. Cover it with some buffalo sauce. This is what it looks like all tossed. I'm going to plate it now. It looks so good. Okay, I just toasted it on a pan, so it has a nice little crunch on the outside. Going to cut into it. Came over to the window to show you in good lighting, but this turned out so good, so worth it. I cannot wait to eat this. I'll probably dip it in extra ranch and buffalo sauce. Let's do the first bite together. I forgot to add extra buffalo sauce like once I assembled it, but it still looks amazing. That hits the spot. It definitely needs more buffalo sauce though. I'm so happy with this. I'm definitely gonna be doing this more often. It tastes so much better when you make it yourself. It's more rewarding. Plus I didn't have to spend money on like delivery fees or anything, but oh my god. I just filmed that ASOS haul on TikTok and I decided I just don't like anything, so it's all going back. So I've been wanting a pair of these New Balance sneakers, even though I have a pair of Adidas that are pretty similar, but I liked this brown colorway, but there's too much cream and beige on top, and they remind me of like gym teacher sneakers. Guys, it's a few hours later. Do you see anything missing? I just put my Christmas tree under my bed, so it's like under that way, and it fits perfectly under this bed, so that's a win. What time is it? It's 5:45. I'm not like starving right now. I think I'm gonna take that buffalo chicken that I made earlier today and make it into like a salad, just because I'm not like starving right now. I completely forgot to tell you guys what my 2024 goals are. So let's do that. I have my journal here, but I think I also wrote a few down when I was in the Dominican Republic on vacation. I wrote them down on my phone too. So I just want to make sure. Okay, so first I'll read off what I wrote in my journal. I want to read more books. So in 2023, I read 14 and a half, I believe, because I never finished A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'll probably try to reread that in 2024. I think my goal for last year was 15 and I just missed it. I don't really want to put a number on it, but I guess obviously I want to read more than I did last year, so I guess I'll say 15. My next one is I want to increase my net worth. So the way I track that is on an app called Empower, and basically you just put in all of your bank information and like your 401k, everything like that. It just has your whole dashboard, and then it shows you what your net worth is. Further to that, I want to pay off my student loans this year. This has been like a huge, heavy black cloud above my head basically for the past 10 years since I graduated. I just want that to be out of the way. I hate having to make a monthly student loan payment. It's literally like setting money on fire. It just feels like a complete waste of money when I have to go pay that off. Paying off any kind of debt is like the worst ever. I'm hoping I can get that paid off within the next few months, and then hopefully I can start increasing my net worth once that's paid off. The next one is staying consistent with working out, which I never really struggle with anyway, but I just really want to feel good all the time and just stay consistent with that. It's nice to just have in the back of my mind just to like remind me, okay, like this is what makes you happy. I'm gonna be training for a half marathon, so I want to have a time goal. I'd love to finish in under 2 hours and 15 minutes. So fingers crossed on that. Other goals are just like eating healthy, eating whole foods, just really trying to stay away from packaged foods, being mindful of how I spend my time and with who, and just like making new friends and making sure that the time and effort and energy I'm putting into the friendships and relationships in my life are fulfilling and bring me joy and happiness and all of those things. So the next one says like find more genuine friendships. The next one is be the best version of myself and just have an amazing year, continue to be independent and do all the things that I enjoy doing. So they're not like crazy goals by any means, but I guess the biggest one would be training for this half marathon. I guess I have a thing for running now ever since I did the New York City Marathon last year, which I kind of want to do it again this year. But honestly, the hardest part of the whole thing was the raising money portion of it. So that's just something that I have to think about. Even though that was the hardest thing in my life, there's some part of me that wants to do it again. Even though when I crossed that finish line, I said, you're never doing this again. A few other ones on my phone. I want to learn Spanish. So I have the Duolingo app on my phone, which I've been doing almost every day this whole month. Ever since I got back from DR, everyone speaks Spanish there and it inspired me. I learned Spanish in high school and even in college. I can't speak it by any means, but if I hear someone talking, like I can pick up a few words. So I just want to brush up on that. I'm thinking about getting a Pilates certification. I think I've mentioned on here that my ultimate dream would be to open a hot Pilates studio in New York City. I've always wanted to own a gym. I don't know why. Obviously that's like a huge undertaking, and like I would have to find investors and things like that. But it's something that's always on the back burner and like in the back of my mind. So I was like, okay, what steps can I do in order to like get closer to that? So I was like, why don't you just start by getting a Pilates certification? Like, you're not even certified in this and you want to open a studio, like who's gonna teach? I was thinking of doing it through Equinox, like the gym Equinox, because I saw that they have it available. I'll have to look into that at some point. So that's it. Those are my 2024 goals, thoughts, ideas. Hopefully they inspired you, but I'm excited. If you guys have any resolutions that you want to share, let me know down below. But I feel like the main thing for everyone is just like getting in shape. And it's so funny because when I go to the gym and these workout classes now, like they're completely packed. I don't know if I shared this, but I've been watching a lot of TV, obviously with it being so cold out. So I watched one true crime documentary. It's called American, I can't remember the name for the life of me. American Nightmare. Weird because I never have Netflix recommendations because I never normally watch this much TV other than My Housewives. So I feel like in the loop, you know? Last thing that I wanted to mention, if you guys did the Apple update, you have to get the Journal app. It's amazing. It syncs like with your camera roll, so it gives you prompts to write about based on like what you're doing in your life on your phone. So like, for example, if I go for a run, it'll have that in the journal and be like, oh, how did that make you feel? Like, what makes you happy? Have you cooked anything recently that you really loved? And it just gives you like endless prompts day after day. So what I'm gonna do is take the prompts from the Journal app and write them in my journal so that I have physical copies of things written down. I just prefer that instead of digitally logging it. Although it could be easier just to do it on your phone if you want, but I'm just like the person that likes to write it out, you know? I'm so excited to use this app and just have more ideas when it comes to journaling, because a lot of times when I'm journaling in the morning, I'm drinking my coffee, my brain's not awake yet and can't really come up with things to write about or talk about or explain how I'm feeling about certain things going on in my life because I'm half asleep. So I'm excited to use this and see. I also was thinking of making a hair appointment to get my hair cut because it's getting really long. Okay, here's a finished salad. Honestly, nothing too special. I did a whole head of romaine, a handful of spinach, this Bullhouse Farms classic ranch dressing on there. I have the chicken from earlier today. I also mixed in some of the coleslaw. I realized that there's way too much mayo in it for me, so next time I'd probably only do a quarter of what the recipe called for. And then I drizzled some buffalo sauce on there. I also added some more red onion and tomato. And this is it. realized I never ended this vlog off, so thank you for watching if you made it this far. Please comment a bell emoji down below if you made it this far. I took a lot of time and effort into editing this one with like the bells and whistles, and let me know if you guys liked it or disliked it. I'm totally open to hearing your feedback and your thoughts, but I really want to make an effort to grow my social media channels this year, so this is part of my effort in doing so. Let me know in the comments down below if you liked it, disliked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are not already, and thank you again for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.